thought I was rapping, but I was just I would mama rap on. But I can't do that today. All I gotta do is say, Mama. Mama say you do to them mom, make it all. Mama say the whatever they have. Mama. So, tell the devil. Mama, tell the phone to mama say, oh, my mama boy. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Y'all know I ain't got no good sense. I needed this music. Music keeps you lifted in spirit. Amen. Yes. What a week. What a month. April has been Apriling, and it's something else. My faith has been strong because I've been trusting in the Lord with all my heart and leaning not on my own understanding, because baby, I do not understand. I understand what that Bible verse means now. Lean not to your own understanding. You was right, God, because I don't be understanding this. I gotta give it to you. I do not understand a lot, but I'm leaning. Freaks come out at night in the background. That's just so me. I do not own copyrights. I know you're gonna strike me. I don't care. So tomorrow, we sign away the house that was a thorn in my side. The house is officially sold. I feel like the lady in the poltergeist. This house has been cleansed. Let it go. I wish the new buyers luck. Thank you. Now, to get to the business of where I'm moving, it's still in the works. We're still in the Airbnb. The Airbnb hasn't been terrible. It's actually a really nice little house. It's literally right by where I used to live, so I'm familiar with the area. It is so quiet over there. It's like, I've been living in the city life too long. Like, it's so quiet. It's not a peep. It's crazy, but the Airbnb's been cool. I have a really hard time sleeping places that's not mine. I was trying to explain this to my husband. Like, I only like sleeping at my house, so I just can't. If I sleep like little cat naps, luckily I'm still working. I haven't took off vacation because why? I'm not going to sleep anyway, so just trying to get through the rest of this process, y'all. Making appointments, spending money every day. They told me my credit score increased. I'm like, why? Because I'm spending more money? But that is how it happens. But, y'all, your girl is going through, but I'm getting it done. Somebody said it perfectly. When life starts, you gonna take that beam, but you're gonna get up the next day and hit it in the face with a brick. That's what I'm on. Fighting back, fighting through it. Once again, I'll say these are privilege problems. I mean, so many people have it worse than me, so I'm not tripping like that. That's about it, y'all. Went to the gym, which was my old gym. It was nice and quiet. I actually had the sauna to myself. This gym has, that is non-co-ed on the saunas, so that's nice. And yeah, did that because I went to the gym, because now that I'm not moving or nothing, just kind of chilling out to the Airbnb till I can move into my new house. I'm like, just wake up, go to the gym, bro it out. I don't have all my supplements and all that stuff. I've got a week's worth of clothes, so we making it do what it do. I'm washing and wash clothes, and everybody's clean. Had a nice shower today and felt human. So yeah, that's all that's going on with me, y'all. Back at it again. So let's get into this news. The Senate kills the articles of impeachment against Alejandro Mayorkas. That's the Homeland Security dude. They decided not to do it. The Boeing whistleblower said the company threatened him and other engineers to keep quiet about the safety concerns. Pilot swims to shore with his dog after a plane crashes in the Pacific Ocean near Los Angeles. That dog was like, I can only imagine that dog's face, because my dog been in distress since we moved. She don't understand what's going on. She's at this house. She's sniffing everything. It's just her whole world. And then she's going to another house. She's going to be so confused. Poor girl. Let's see. American teenager sentenced to 50 years in jail for raping a toddler after he was groomed online by a predator. Okay, you was groomed online. That don't mean that you supposed to be a rapist. I hate that whole thing. Like, if it happened to you, you can do it. I mean, you can also break bad habits. It's no excuse for that, especially a baby. Let's see what else. Get over to the app because y'all just shut me out. I'm gonna call it the app. I hate saying X. Simone Biles says she was scared to return to the U.S. after pulling out of the gymnastics final at the Tokyo Olympics while grappling with twisties. I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of Olympic thing. A woman in Brazil and I have a video of this. This woman brought the 6-year-old man in a wheelchair into the bank and tried to get him to sign a loan, but he had been dead for hours. She was really trying to get that man to sign. Mm-hmm. 9 people are facing charges in what authorities are calling the biggest gold theft in Canadian history. Those charged include Air Canada warehouse employee and a former Air Canada manager and a jewelry store owner. Gold heist. Y'all didn't do it right. Y'all should have talked to them people in Cali that robbed the bank. I don't know what I just did. I think I'm going to move on to the likes. A lot of this is... the Trump trial and stuff like that. And, yeah. Let's get over to likes. I liked a lot of crap today. So I normally don't show fights. But this fight got real. This hotel employee is losing her job, but it's okay because that girl did something. She came behind that desk and that lady was done with her, okay? She took the phone and beat the brakes off of this lady because this lady had the nerve to get behind her desk. Let me play the video. So chaotic, but she came to work ready to throw down. her shoes are comfy. I want her to get like a commercial for those shoes because she's squared up in them little ballerina shoes. I need some of them. She snapped the girl's wig off and everything. It got real, but when people come up on your job with that mess and she came behind that desk, I kind of feel for the lady that was at work. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't stand most people that work behind desks at hotels because they're snooty and stank like 50-50. Sometimes you get some really nice ones, but mostly you don't. But still, I mean, don't come behind a desk. So this grandma is surprised that people don't douche no more.
What did you get out some one with the douche bag? You're the one with the douche bag. I don't take dishes. No, ma'am. What did you get out some sweat up your pussy? I'm done. I'm done. They drink water. We drink water and mind our business. Your pussy be still stinking. Drink water and mind our business. They eat it up now. So they don't eat it up there no more. They eat it up. They suck it out, so they don't eat it up there no more. Ooh, that's so nasty. It is, but the truth isn't like that. No, man. That's a truth. Ooh, I bet your pussy be cut up. Have you ever sat around a table with a bunch of women and pussy stinking? You can't even eat.
Girl, what is this grandma talking about? Yeah, back in the day, them grandmas had the dish in the house. Like, they didn't even have a disposable dish. But people don't really dish no more, grandma. But I feel you. Society says don't dish anymore. Society will tell you don't even put soap on your, as she put it, poissy. But society can go too far. Y'all gotta put soap on it at least, like some kind of soap. People just be using water and they'll say, don't use soap, just water. Girl, you see what this grandma said? I mean, she survived using her own personal dish, okay? Or she was an old lady. So Aaron Rodgers is saying that Dr. Fauci created HIV.
You know, with a virus that's going wild, right? Fauci was given like over $350 million to researchers to come up with drugs, new or repurposed to handle the AIDS pandemic. And all they came up with was AZT. And if you do even a smidge of research, and I know I'm not a, epidemiologist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an immunologist, whatever the fuck. I can read though, right? And I can learn and look things up just like any normal person. I can do my own research, which was so vilified, to even question authority. But that was the game plan back then. Create an environment where only one thing works. Back then, AZT. Now, remdesivir until we get a vaccine. Which, by the way, Anthony Fauci had stake in the Moderna vaccine. And we know Pfizer is one of the most criminally corrupt organizations ever. The fine they paid was the biggest in the history of the DOJ in 2009. Like, what are we talking about? We're going to put our full trust in science that can't be questioned.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers just fell down a big rabbit hole. I'm not saying the man is wrong. A lot of people are saying he got CTE. He didn't went on the internet. He didn't talk to some people, and they got his mind blown. I know it happens to the best of us, Aaron. But Aaron must really be about to retire because he ain't got nothing else to do. When you get so far down in this conspiracy theories, you must be really bored. Like, normal people, I mean, I think conspiracy theories are entertaining. But in my real life, I got bills, I got a job, I got things to do. I don't have time to be worried about the rest. But Aaron must be really ready to retire because he has nothing else to do right now. Let's see what this lady yapping about.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know who really need to hear this, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you really, ladies, if you really trying to be successful in your business or you got a new endeavor that you're trying to pursue, the best thing you can do is stay single. I promise you, as a living witness, 100% of the women that I know personally, Now, if I don't know you, if I don't have your number in my phone, I can't pull up on you, we don't talk, I'm not talking to you. But 100% of the married women that I know are miserable. Okay? For whatever reason they choose to stay or whatever, I know for a fact the women that I know, miserable. I just had somebody, a married woman in my car, and all they doing is she arguing with her husband. Get off the phone with him. She complaining about him. Statistics. Because it's always a man that get on here, that's why you single. When a man tell you that's why you single, take it as a compliment. Okay? Straight up. Because statistics, I don't really like to quote statistics because all of that stuff don't matter to me. I know my reality. But statistics show that the happiest people are married men and single women. The majority of the burden of your marriage is going to fall on the wife. I don't want to hear shit, none of that about you men. First of all, if you got a good woman, a lot of y'all do not appreciate her. You know, but I'm telling you from what I've seen and from my own experience as just taking the time out to be single after my relationship, I would not have been as successful as I am in my business, my new business ventures that I have, if I was in a relationship. Men are too fucking needy, then they competitive, and then they jealous. It's always, you don't never make time for me, you don't this, you don't that. It's always complaining about what you don't do. I ain't gotta listen to none of that. I can walk around the comforts of my own home, butt-ass naked, and eat a bowl of cereal. That's what I want to do. I ain't got to worry about somebody coming in asking me, man, what you cook? You cook some? You know, man, you know, slapping me on my ass or whatever. You know, just whatever it is that women go through, what I've gone through, being in my relationships. Listen, being married is something that I don't look forward to. It's not a desire of mine. It's not a need for me. But for those of you that want to do it, make sure you marry the right person. Because marrying the wrong man will set you back mentally, financially, and spiritually. And then for the men in the back that's going to get on here and talk about, well, that's why you lonely, you this. Nothing that you can say to me on this here internet is going to hurt my feelings. Because 9 times out of 10, it's coming from a bum, broke ass man. A bunch of bums. Because the only men that reply and make comments under women posts are men who ain't got shit to do. The men who actually making money, who happy in their marriage and they keep their woman satisfied, they ain't on this app responding and replying and making comments. It's only the bum ass men that ain't got shit else to do. You clocking out because you done with work. You don't even want to pick up no extra hours because you want to do the bare minimum. It's only y'all that's on these apps under women, videos and making comments. One thing I don't do, I don't comment on other people's stuff. Because, we all got an opinion and we all live a certain type of reality of life. It's just that in my reality and what I've seen, there are more miserably married women than there are happy. Now, like I said, if you're a happily married woman, congratulations to you. But the majority of the women that I know personally that are married are unhappy. They miserable.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt mostly everything she's saying, but if I was her friend, I'd be miserable too, because she look fly. Look at her. She got a pink flare. She got a microphone booming, talking about men as bums. She look fly. I don't think that their marriage is miserable. I think they just miserable looking at how fly this lady is. I wouldn't want to be friends with her. I'd be like, man, I wish I was like you. I need a microphone in my car. No, I mean, what she's saying is true. It depends. I know a lot of miserable married women as well. You do need the right partner. I've been divorced before, so I absolutely agree with her. And not to bash men, but she's right. The main men, there's a lot of men that want to compete with you. They don't want to build with you. They do the bare minimum, but then they get jealous when they see women like overachieving. And it's not that women want to even overachieve. Women want a partner where they can, grow with, become successful together with. But a lot of men get in competition with you. They do. I've seen it firsthand. So, listen, If you single and getting it and living in peace, more power to you. I'd rather you do that than be stuck. Just to call yourself having a husband, because that's the worst. That I will not do. So Lauryn Hill, when she was 13, she got booed off the Apollo. I can't believe it. She should have did. That song wasn't a good song for her back then. If she would have did another song, like a wavery voice song, which is a lot of them, I can't really think of it. But she, you know how Lauren got that wavery voice. She needs that one. That voice, that song was bad for Lauren. But basically, they were saying keep going, because if she would have quit after that, she wouldn't be who she is now. And this is funny. Torturing kids, it's so funny. So Michael B. Jordan reminds his interviewer that she bullied him back in high school.
And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Girl, she... He ain't forgot you called him corny. Ooh, he couldn't wait to get that interview. Look at him. He is getting his lick back. Okay, Michael with the clap back. Okay. She's eating her words, honey. So this is the lady that brought the dead man to the bank to try to let him make him sign, y'all. She probably should have took him through the drive-thru. I wonder if that bank got a drive-thru. Nah, she was wrong for that. She literally props him up, Winkins at Bernie style, and try to have him sign in that check, y'all. So, this question is to the men. Would you let your girl do this kind of luncheon? Child, the food look good, but if I'm eating, I don't want nobody playing with me, throwing no grapes and pushing a banana down my throat, but they seem like they're having fun. So it's flooding and storming really bad in Dubai right now. They did have a account of somebody that actually lives there, and their malls are flooding, all that. And I guess the city was built with no drainage system, which is crazy. So yeah, all the millionaires and stuff over there, I don't know what they doing. So some dude came up while these people were eating, I guess this is in Nigeria, and just robbed everybody while they was eating. Stole everybody's money. My thing is, if that happened to you, do you get your meal for free? Alright. Put a lot of stuff on the X app was popping today. See what else we got. Glow got a DUI in Georgia. Par for the course. Rihanna's still playing around with if she's gonna make some music, but she ain't made nothing yet, which is cool. She loves being a mom. I love that for her. Elon Musk is talking about bringing back Vine. Ashanti finally announced that she was pregnant by Nelly. I don't know how old Ashanti is. I think she's in her 40s though, but they did it again. Also engaged. Alright, I think that's it. The NBA issues a lifetime ban to Toronto Raptors forward Jonte Porter for violating league gambling rules, which a lot of people said was kind of crazy, seeing as all the crime that people commit in the NBA, and yet they ban him for life for that. Alright, Kanye and his wifey went to Disney World. How fun is that? Let's get into these Reddits. What is your I'm calling it now prediction? That I don't believe Biden's going to be reelected. That's what I'm calling. AI responses to all the questions will be sponsored and yield responses that favor the advertiser rather than the objective responses. That was too smart of a question. Grown-up children or YouTube family vloggers will start dropping mommy dearest style exposés about their horrible childhoods. In coming years, companies will start ditching call center staff in favor of AI systems. It will be awful. Will it though? Because I feel like AI be helping me out more these days. When I get a human, I'm telling you, I'm about sick of humans. I want them to take over everything. Take over McDonald's, take over the order, and take it over. We're going to see a sharp increase in the number of sports-related gambling scandals now that it's legal virtually in every state. Someone will compare cicadas this summer to locusts of the biblical end of the world. Yeah, you know that's going to happen. A Jenner will get a cybernetic implant by 2030. In the near future, TV's music, and art will legally be required to state whether it contains AI or it's AI-free. All streaming services will be in a bundle. Yeah, prayerfully they'll be back. Whenever Biden and Trump die, it will be in a very quick succession. Donald Trump will die, never seeing a single day in prison, regardless of conviction in his numerous criminal trials. Yeah, I don't think Trump's gonna do any time. What's the best response to "you're late"? And that's my response. And yes, I am. I know. Thank you for your patience. A wizard is never late. Better late than pregnant. And you're ugly, but tomorrow I'll be on time. I'm pro-choice, so it's all good. That's a good one. The early worm gets eaten by the bird. What did I miss? Yeah, your mom didn't want me to leave so quickly. You lucky I'm here at all. Amen? Amen. Where do you start to love more as you grow older? I'm starting to turn into a real nature person. Although I don't like bugs, but I do love scenery and being outside and the sun on my face. If it's a nice day, I have to go outside to the sun. Like, I just have to. It just be calling me. Quality time alone. Quiet neighbors. Yes. Sleep. Just being home. Time. Solitude. Silence. Healthy food. Going to bed early. Gardening. I do love plants. Sleeping all day and night. My own bed, man. Y'all just don't know. I miss my bed. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. Alright. Let me hop over to Am I the A-Holes, because I gotta get this story time played for y'all too. Am I the A-hole for being upset when my wife got an abortion because her daughter is pregnant? So my wife is 37 and I'm 48. Have one child, a son who is 7, turning 8. I'm not going to lie. Had my wife not gotten pregnant, we probably would not have gotten married because we were just hooking up at that point. But things have been really good since we did that. We're firmly in love. We did decide that we wait before having another kid, though, because I wanted her career to take off. For her business to boom, it has, and we decided earlier this year it's best to go for it now before she turns 40. The thing is, Amelia has a daughter, Kate, who's 17 from her first marriage. Things between my wife and Kate were rough, and I know this isn't going to make my wife sound good, but for the sake of honesty, I'll put it out there. My wife had no contact with her for about 10 years. 2 years ago, Kate's father kicked her out for breaking his rules, and she showed up out of nowhere with a suitcase. I won't lie, there was always the sadness in my wife, but having Kate back in her life got rid of that. Since she moved in with us, Amelia has been happier than she's ever been. Kate's a troubled kid, but 2 years ago was a lot worse than now, and she's mostly blended well. The thing is, my wife is very strict on some things like school and all, but very lax about things that Kate's father was harsh about. Amelia found out she was pregnant about a month ago, and we decided to wait before breaking the news to the kids, except last week Kate came home from school and had a breakdown, and she admitted to us that her boyfriend got her pregnant, and she's been hiding it for almost 2 months. She was crying because she wants to keep the kid and kept it a secret because she was scared Amelia would force her to get an abortion. However, my wife was elated that we're going to be grandparents, and that cheered Kate up as well. So my wife made it clear to me that she finds the idea of having a kid younger than her grandchild to be disgusting, and she'd begin an abortion. We argued about it because I really wanted this baby with her, but she wouldn't even listen to me, and she got an abortion. I'm upset, and we've barely talked. Am I the a-hole? Absolutely not. You're absolutely not the a-hole. I think she has guilt because, she didn't raise her daughter. And now she says she's pregnant and they're pregnant at the same time. I think she's got this guilt that she's going to be competing with her daughter somehow. That to go to extreme of to get rid of your baby because of that is just crazy. Especially since you guys appear to be financially stable, and it's not a good reason to kill a baby. But somebody said, not the a-hole. I would be devastated. I'm sorry. I feel like the wrong person here is getting an abortion. Like, it makes more sense for the daughter to get an abortion. Like, I don't get the logic here. I think the mom's going to take care of the baby. That's why. I think she don't want to. She probably knows her daughter's going to need a lot of help, and she probably don't feel like she's going to be able to do both. Kate will not be raising her child because she's a child herself. Your wife will raise them like she would have with the baby she aborted. By extension, you will be raising and supporting this child too. If you're okay with that, then so be it. I don't think I would be able to do that. Not the a-hole. This is weird and nasty. Am I the a-hole for being upset that my husband masturbated while I was in bed next to him and then finished on me? Yes. It's nasty. That's just it. Somebody said, look, if the guy wants to jerk off and have you be involved, then you two could easily discuss this. If he wants to masturbate on his own, he's perfectly capable of doing so. But the minute he jerks off on you without consent or touches you without consent, it's not okay and a violation of trust. You need to sit down and discuss respect, consent, and acceptable choices. If he can't talk about this calmly and respectfully, taking responsibility for his actions, I suggest marriage counseling. I don't think you're overreacting, but I do think both of you might need help figuring out how to discuss this. Yeah, it's just nasty. My wife wants to be with other women. So my wife is 29 and recently came to me and said she wanted to see what I would think if she sleeps with other women. Apparently at work she has a group of older guy friends that were talking about how when their wives get drunk, they sometimes want to bring home females and have sex. Meaning 2 females have sex while the guys sometimes join or just let them have fun. The guys at her job said they don't care because it's 2 women having sex and she's not with a man. A little context, I knew my wife has been with women in the past. She even dated a woman briefly in high school, but all other relationships have been with men. She says she messed around with some of her friends in the past, kissing and sex. So I knew this was a part of her before we got married. But she said if she wanted to be with women, she would have been in a relationship with a woman. She chose me. She says she loves me and wants to grow old with me. We have a 2-year-old daughter and a lovely home. We've been in a bit of a rough patch the last few years because she had complications when she gave birth, so we haven't had much sex in that time. We just recently started getting back on track. I don't know what to think. A part of me says let her do it. She needs, as long as it is in our house and she's not doing it randomly. She also says it's only sex and it's not something she wants to do a lot, but from time to time, another part of me is traditional, where she only wanted me, and I find it cheating if she sleeps with women. If it's a threesome, I'd be more inclined to do it. I told her that, but she said that, what if it's only them two? I don't know how I feel knowing my wife is in another room getting pleasure while I'm sitting there alone. I need advice. I don't want to lose my wife and child over having sex with a woman a few times, but I also just wish she wanted me and only me. I'm happy she came to me about this, but if I tell her no, will she resent me? Would it possibly push her to do it behind my back, even though she said she would never do that to me? If I let her, will it tarnish our relationship because it may hurt me, or is it something I don't like? Listen, dude, you got a million questions, and it's all right. No. There's no such thing as having the sex with someone a couple of times and get it out your system. There's no such thing. I love how people like to play the robot role, like, oh, I won't get attached. I'm just going to hook up with somebody a couple of times. It'll be fine. It's literally not how life goes. Unless your wife's a robot and the person she's hooking up with is a robot, it's just going to end badly. Introducing someone else to your marriage, no one has been successful at that unless everyone wants to be polygamous. Somebody said I may have gotten lost in the dense post, but the wife should not mix her sex life with work life. If you're not okay with non-monogamy, then you're not okay with non-monogamy. Gender is irrelevant. Man or woman is cheating in my book. Why the F are those geezers discussing sex with your wife? I know that's right. Why y'all at work talking about that? Call the job and get everybody fired, and then this will end it all. Monty a-hole, first paragraph breaks, dude. I'm bisexual and married to a man. I can't even imagine asking him for permission to cheat. Sex with a woman is still sex, and being attracted to men and women is not an excuse to sleep with other people if you're in a monogamous relationship. That's a weird conversation for coworkers to be having. I would 100% be concerned that she's already cheating or looking to start. Is she close to any of the other guys at work? It kind of sounds like she could be trying to work her way into a threesome with one of them, right? She could be, because y'all talking about sex and threesomes at work. Interesting. Alright, let's get into this story time.
That is all that I can tell you to prepare you for what I'm about to tell you about this Kentucky family. Y'all are not prepared for this story. This 29-year-old woman got pregnant by her 61-year-old uncle, and she had a baby in
a phone call this time, so I'm going to have to blurb that out and get back into this Kentucky crying. Back to it.
Abandoned house, and they left the baby there, and it passed away. She went to the hospital and tried to say she had a miscarriage.
The lady in question had just given birth to the child, and the child was on a mattress, apparently where the lady had been laying, but it was a newborn infant. The placenta was still attached to the baby.
What do we know about the relationship with these three?
Kimberly Shepard, the mother, is the niece to her maternal uncle, Alan Newkirk, who's the father, and then the other gentleman in question was Kimberly's grandfather.
This is the girl's grandfather up here, who has also been arrested for abuse of a corpse. He was not arrested for incest, but these details are horrific. Last year on March 1st, 2023, the Pendleton County 911 dispatcher got a call from the Harrison Memorial Emergency Room Hospital. They're asking for a welfare check to be done on the 500 block of Montjoy Street. A woman had came in and said that she had a miscarriage. The hospital staff had reason to believe that she did not miscarry and that the newborn infant may be in distress. I'm not exactly sure how the hospital knew where the baby was going to be because she gave birth allegedly in a vacant home. Now, everything that I'm saying is, of course, allegedly innocent until proven guilty, although they did do DNA testing and stuff and got the results back, and the baby belongs to these two. Responded to the home and found a newborn infant boy on a mattress covered up with a blanket, not breathing. This precious child was
was taken to the hospital where they tried everything that they could to revive him, but unfortunately he passed away. When asked what the cause of death was, the officer said that they weren't able to pinpoint an exact cause of death, but that it was a viable birth. Alan, the father of the baby, has been charged with incest. The grandfather has been charged with abuse of a corpse, and Kimberly, the mother of the infant, has been charged with incest, abuse of a corpse, and concealing the birth of an infant. After Kimberly